All right, good morning. Again, my name is Jason Schillinger, Planning Section Chief of Team 5. We're going to get you guys briefed today for September 12th for the Mosquito Fire. If you guys would, silence the cell phones, turn the radios down, and we'll get you guys out of here as soon as we can. Real quick, before we get started, traffic plan. We want to make sure we stay out of Old Town. Please enter camp from the north, major access off Highway 65 to 80, and use Roseville Parkway or Pleasant Grove Boulevard to Washington Boulevard to enter camp. We need to stay out of Old Town. The heavy equipment going through there, we're tearing up some roads and some bridges, so please make sure we stay out of there. I want to make sure to let you guys know we do have a training specialist here. Page 46 of the IAP, please take a look at that. If you have a trainee, you are now a trainer, so please see them. There's some paperwork that you're going to have to do. And then again, we do have human resources here. Adam, raise your hand right here in the middle. So any issues, please talk with them or talk with him, and he can help you guys resolve those issues. So, all right, Don Fergulia, Operations, with an update.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Don Fergulia, Night Ops. So we'll start down here in Division Yankee off of Buckeye. We started that up last night at about 9:30 or 10, and we were doing really good out there, and then we got about 25 drops of rain. So that is still there waiting for you guys today. We didn't get far enough on that piece, and just due to just a tiny bit of precip. So it shouldn't take long, should dry back out, and you should be successful there today. Coming along underneath the community of Forest Hill, a ton of mop-up went in there last night. Aggressive mop-up would be the way to describe it, definitely. So this is all looking really, really good underneath Forest Hill, and I would expect to see a little bit more black on the map in the next 24 hours. As you come north into Division Hotel, that side did actually burn last night, though the going was fairly slow due to fuel type. So we got some manzanita, some brush component in there. It's really not burning as good. But when I left there at 4 this morning, they were just about half a mile away from the Forest Hill Divide Road. And they were going to continue to burn, so there'll be some work in there today. We did push dozers last night, trying to tighten things up here and get across the top of this. We have a couple of good plans out there we'll be working on the next couple of nights, and we think we might be successful there. On into the east side of the fire here, we had a good night as well. Down along the bottom, we continued to strengthen those containment lines, continued to make sure that we're gaining containment all along this flank, and looking for opportunities to continue to put this fire out. End of report.
Thank you. Weather.
All right, good morning. So feeling pretty good about the forecast that's in the IAP this morning. Take the time to read that. Big picture to try to understand what's going on. Again, you'll see the clouds out there. This is still the remnants of that tropical storm K. So today is the transition day when we're going to try to get that moisture out of here. You heard Ops talk about the 25 raindrops. There's some showers down in the valley right now. For the most part, I expect that to miss us. So at the end of the day, the weather that you guys are going to feel and observe is going to be pretty benign and similar. Still expect the southwest winds. Humidity is 25 to 30% or so. So right now, the Seed Orchard Ross Station, which is right up here by Chicken Hawk in Division Hotel, it's starting the day out at 31%. So we're still pretty dry. Again, the southwest winds, wind speeds are light, but so it's favorable if you're on the heel, adverse if you're out north of the head there. So in the S290 classes, we talk about air masses, and this is a rare day. Usually when we do that class, we kind of skip that portion because we say we never need to worry about tropical air masses in California, but we found it today. So we're going to kind of start to usher that tropical air out and bring in some drier, more maritime air. So just be aware this afternoon when some of the stronger southwest winds up aloft where you guys aren't going to feel it, we're going to start to change the air mass, and that'll kind of change the inversion heights and whatnot. So thanks and be safe.
Fire behavior.
Morning, Fire Behavior Analyst Jonathan Pangburn, touching on what you just heard. Different air mass, drier. However, the real key is the lift, the vertical mixing that we're going to be having here on the fire. It's going to be breathing, going to get fresh oxygen so that it has the capability to start moving. That lid that sat on it the last few shifts, gone. Don't count on that anymore. So even though there's just a very light southwest wind, it's enough to clear the air out. It's not a wind-driven fire. The fire doesn't care about the weather at this point. The fire just wants room to grow. The fuels, broken record, critically dry, historical values. Can't change that, and I can't stress it enough. So please keep that in mind. This is no joke out here. All of this has massive potential to get up and not necessarily run, but have huge area ignition. So be aware, be safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you. For our incident objectives, the leader's intent, management objectives, along with control objectives, those remain the same. Please review those on the 202 with your crews. Operations, Arnie.
Hey, good morning, Planning Ops Ernie Villa here. I'll start off with our operational organization. Steve Burns for day ops. Nolan as a deputy. Operations will be Don Fergolia with Smith. For planning operations, it'll be Spencer and Landon. Branch 3, it'll be Norman. For Alpha, McCoon. For Division Charlie, Gregerson. Rouse is a trainee. For Branch 5, Baldoni. For Division Delta, York. And a trainee of Bernelli. For Division Foxtrot, Breither. And a trainee of Whitaker. For Branch 10, Day, Monday. Trainee Hare. For night shift on Branch 10, you'll have Dave Soldavini with a trainee of Matt Radicke. For Division Hotel, Jimmy Hodago. For Division Juliet, Atcher. For Branch 15, Steve Clark. He's out in El Dorado Camp. For Division Mike, Jeb Prano. For Division Romeo, Anthony Sagona. He's out in El Dorado. For Branch 20, Stevens, with a trainee of Pete English. For Division Charlie, Selvelson. For Division Golf, Markey. For Branch 20, Contingency, Osborne. For Branch 25, Burton. With Deputy Lane. For Division Kilo, Wagner. And then Brady will be on a 24 for the night resources. Brady will be the night contact. For Division Yankee, Walton. Flowers. For Division Zulu, main unstaffed. And then for Branch 25 contingency, we will have Ham and Gonzalez as the trainee in that contingency. I'll start off here on the this end of the fire here in Branch 3. Basically, both divisions here looking at indirect contingency lines that are going to go out along the southeast end of the community here, out towards the branch break. Moving into Branch 5, continuing to hold and secure the lines here down Baltimore Ridge. Moving into Delta, mop up and secure along the edge out towards the branch break. Continuing through Foxtrot out towards the branch break, mopping up and securing. Moving into Branch 10, they're going to continue down Chicken Hawk with firing operations continuing out towards the main part of the fire. And then they have stitched together some opportunities to come a little bit closer. Copy. So yeah, they found some opportunities to come a little closer to the fire's edge out here through direct line, through Last Chance, coming down in here through some networks of roads. So a little bit tighter indirect line that'll come through Branch 10, Juliet, Mike, Romeo. Coming into Charlie here, continuing to mop up and secure, coming out of Pilot Creek back in towards the branch break, towards Golf. Looking at mopping up and securing all along the road systems out here till we get to Volcano Road. As you come in through Kilo back into Yankee, this is a critical piece of line here. With the weather last night, they weren't able to finish the firing operation. So for today's day shift, if you guys have an opportunity, work out the approvals with operation. We're looking at trying to fire this piece down in the American River. Stay coordinated with your adjoining divisions there. This is a pretty critical piece. If it doesn't go right, we're going to need to lean on your partner there to the west in the report.
Air operations.
Good morning, Ira Graves with Air Operations. Same line for the helicopters today. We've got 7 Type 1s, 3 Type 2s, and 2 Type 3s. We have the same 2 air attacks and helicos that we've had previously. We also have our 24-hour hoist-capable helicopter up at Grass Valley. We've got 2 Super Scoopers over at South Lake Tahoe available for drop-in water for you as well. Yesterday, we were able to set up the mobile retardant base down at Georgetown, so we're going to have helicopter with retardant available for you guys today. And we're going to be looking for opportunities to get a second mobile retardant base up on the north end, up near Blue Canyon for you as well. Everybody have a safe shift.
Communications.
Good morning, David Larkin, Comm Unit Leader. We're still making some small adjustments to the division tactical assignments just to alleviate some of the interference. Thank you for your feedback on that. There is not a new clone. There is not a new clone today. And we're still continuing to build out the NIFC system as repeaters arrive, so we'll keep you posted on that. Thank you.
Medical.
Good morning, Robert Russell, Team 5 Medical. So when you look at your safety plan, the first bullet in the middle section is know the plan, communicate the plan, and follow the plan. So that said, please again take the opportunity to review the 206, identify the resources that you have available out there on the line to you, and communicate that information back to communications by utilizing the 8 line. So as Ira mentioned, again, we do have Kern County Helicopter 407 as our nighttime as well as daytime hoist extraction helicopter. We're working on beefing up our ground resources. We got a fill of 5, so we'll start filtering some of those in out there. And for the folks that are going to be down the bottom in the Charlie and Buggy Spike that's getting set up down there, we're going to have resources down at Stumpy Meadow for 24 hours to support you operationally. That said, have a good safe shift.
Safety.
Good morning, Jason Winbigler, Team 5 Safety. For those of you guys working out in Branch 3 in Alpha Charlie, found out yesterday Google will take you down. Is this better? There you go. Yankee Gym Road. Along that road down there on the creek crossing, Cape Bridge. No fire traffic across that. It's only rated at 6,000 pounds. We're going to get some signage out there. So please, if you're trying to use Yankee Gym Road, do not use that road because that bridge is only rated at 6,000 pounds. Also, driving with the public. Long drives out there. We're to and from the fire. And a lot of that driving is with the public. Remember, they're keeping an eye on you guys. So anything you do wrong, speeding, disobeying traffic laws, they'll report it. So just be mindful when you're out there driving with the public. Wildlife. Yesterday, we had a turkey vulture strike into a windshield. Yeah, strange. But also we got deers and bears. You know, deers like jumping out all of a sudden on the roads. So just be mindful of birds, bears, and deers. Make sure you guys are wearing your PPE. You guys some people are getting last day at school out there in the mop-up stage around those structures. Remember, you're still in to have all your PPE on. Power lines. They re-energized the power lines coming in on Forest Hill Road, the main lines there, all the way up to Division F. So treat all power lines as live now. Everything in the fire zone should be de-energized, but just because they say that, just treat them all as live and have a safe shift.
A COVID advisor.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica McMullen. This is Dawn Cordova. We are going to be the COVID advisors here at ICP and up at El Dorado. You have Rex Prowse, who is a COVID advisor at that camp as well. We just want to remind you all that we may be done with COVID, but COVID's not done with us, so we still need to be practicing our protocols that we know from last year: social distancing, hand washing, and sanitizing whenever you can. And we will have our contact information in the IAP tomorrow, but for today, you can find the both of us here at ICP in the Robley building. Thank you. Have a great shift.
Thank you. Agency Administrator, Chief Estes.
Thank you. Morning, everyone. I'm Brian Estes. I'm the CAL FIRE Unit Chief and County Fire Chief here in Placer County. On behalf of my fellow agency administrators, I just want to thank everyone for the hard work. This is the fifth operational period, so we've seen this day shift here now at least 2 rotations. And I want to take a moment and personally thank members of these first 2 rows, because the 3,000 firefighters or so that are out there meeting the mission are driven by the leadership of the people, the branch directors and the division supervisors that sit in this audience. And the leadership out there should not be underestimated. It's been a tremendous firefight out there, and on behalf of our unit and my partners, I very, very much appreciate it, because we are going to establish a level of normality back to these communities. And we couldn't do it, and I want to recognize the support here in Placer County from our elected officials and our county staff here represented today, and their support for all of you out there to get the job done. So thank you very much, and have a good, safe day.
All right, closing comments, Unifying Incident Commander Chief Hudson.
All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Jim Hudson, one of the Unified Incident Commanders. Just want to start off with a little housekeeping to reinforce something that was said by plans this morning. When you leave here this morning, please do not turn right on Washington Boulevard. We've got a lot of communities impacted, Forest Hill, Volcanoville. We don't want to have any indirect impacts to the city of Roseville, so please do that for me. So as I stand up here this morning, I think it's important that as we approach a week on this fire and we start to look at what we have on the map, that we manage some of our successes, right? We are starting to see success out there, and as Chief Estes said, that's due to the hard work of all of you out here in this line leadership. But there's a lot of work ahead. I stood up here 5 days ago as the team was transitioning in and talked about that this is a complex incident and at the command level and the administrative level, that won't be one of the complexities about it. In front of you, I'll say it again, for those of you who weren't here, you got one plan, one IAP, and we have all common objectives here, and that's what it's going to take to get this done, and that's what's happening, and that's why we have Black Line on the map, and that's why we have successes. Priorities are unchanged. Life, property. Are those going to shift? Absolutely. Are our priorities of fire going to shift? Absolutely. But as you go out there today, another hot handoff, keep up the pace, foot on the gas pedal, because this is high tempo. There is no time to back off. If we tactical pause, we re-engage, and you are doing that. That's why we are here. We're talking about what we are this morning, and that's why you're getting the operational update that you are today on the successes we've gained. So keep it up. We will continue to get you every tool that we can, our agency administrators and ICs. We got resources from every patch represented here. At the state level, we're flying night flying helicopters. We're getting you everything you can. Keep up the good work, high tempo, stick to the plan, communicate, and we'll start to see those successes build and get more Black Line on the map and start to get people back home. Keep it up today. Hard work. Stay dedicated. Thank you.
Real quick for Branch 20, Chris Stevens and Pete English. It's a video stream over there this morning, so the breakouts over there, just listen to them, and they'll get you guys assigned over there. Breakouts, there's new signs out there, guys, for here, so please take a look at that. They're kind of spread out. So see your guys' breakouts. If you're unassigned, come on up front. We'll get you guys assigned, and there'll be a few lines for different pieces of equipment up there. So be safe and have a good rest of the day.